summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. Been waiting all year to be here, to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We'll stand here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, 'cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted's right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast. And I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives, days and nights with the sun in our eyes, and a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. 'Cause summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on, and I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on, the ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
Hold on. I didn't forget to unmute myself. We're just trying some stuff out. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us once again on Sunday for our surprise episode 25 of Sand and Shadow. I will always be impressed we made it past episode 5, guys. I'll be real with you. I will never not be surprised that we are making it past episode. Ooh, nice roll, Meepus, for the night. Hey, this is looking good for you guys. A 19 for the chat roll. We're looking pretty spicy tonight, guys. Just saying. But thank you guys so much for joining us today for our homebrew campaign of Sand and Shadow, a campaign set in the Desert Kingdom of Abu Kunasa. We're currently still in the Feywild, and man, a lot has happened to you guys in like the last 2 sessions. You guys, you guys have been on this quest for the last couple of sessions right now to nice, see, consistency. 1918, we're looking pretty good here. But you guys have been on this quest to find these relics of Fey power in order to, one, open up a way to communicate with the Feywild while you're on the material plane without calling upon some super powerful magics, and two, hopefully a relic to help you guys not suffer some massive time dilation while you guys when you guys travel back from the Feywild back to the material plane. Uh, for those of you who are just joining us, you may notice that there are 2 empty slots here. Some of the 2 players are going to be a little bit late. They are just running late, um, but they will be coming in. They just life kind of got in the way, so but they did say that they will be playing today. So we're gonna start early with them, so that way we can continue through, because right now we're in a really interesting position in the campaign. So, um, just as a further reminder, Lumi's wild magic has been more chaos than expected. She has permanently turned blue. She has aged 4 years, or yeah, 4 years. So now she's 20 years old. So her physical appearance has changed. Let me see here. She has. Oh God, what else has happened thus far? Oh, right. She had wild magic occurring for a full minute,
Yep.
and that's how she got all those abilities. And you guys are currently on a ziggurat, which is constantly funneling wild magic, chaos magic, through her. And because of her, none of you guys, well, correction, one of you has suffered damage, but only as a means of experimenting, when you realize that if you take the lead ahead of Visper, the wild magic that's channeled through the ziggurat will channel through you instead. As Millennia found out, taking 5 magic missiles that each dealt maximum damage on her, and literally putting her down a peg.
Yeah, that sucked.
But that is where we're at right now. Uh, so right now, Lumi, you are at a range of 1 to 7 on your wild magic surge, which means on this next roll of 4d20, since you're at the 4th tier of the ziggurat, if any one of those z20s rolls a 1 through 7, we wild magic. All right.
All right.
So go ahead and roll me those 4d20s.
All
And just tell me
together or
the indiv-
separate?
Just tell me the individual results. You can roll them all together. There's enough d20s where you shouldn't get a large number, like where the chain sequence isn't too big. And then I'll just read off the individual numbers.
All right. 4 of them, correct?
4 of them. Yep, 4
All right.
d20s. So you have 4 potentials of rolling a 1 through 7.
Oh, first one I got a 12.
Okay, so that's safe.
The second one I got an 8.
Also safe, barely.
For the third one I got a 20.
Pretty good so far.
And for the fourth one I got a 2.
That, however, is the failure mark. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to... Oh, I need to pull out my pencil. Yeah, don't ask me why that song's always stuck in my head, but it is. Okay, so Your wild magic resets. So now you're just going to have to roll a 1 through 5. But go ahead and roll me a D100. We're surging.
All right.
My model is wonky. That's fine.
7.
27. That's actually good for you. For the next minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of a bonus action. This would have been great in combat.
Yeah.
So basically, you can spit fire spells, or you can spit fire any spell that costs an action to cast as a bonus action. Alrighty, so you have 2 more. You have 2 more attempts as you continue up the steps. Before you do so, however, real quick, how many hit points do you have left?
I have 24.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, I believe I've been scaling the hit points with the tier of steps that you've been taking, correct?
I
Like,
think so.
Okay. Then I'm sad to say you're going to be taking 4 points of damage.
Oh man.
I
Nah,
just
I'm
want to be
only
fair.
at 20.
All right. Roll again. 4 more d20s on a roll of 1 through 5. We surge.
All right. Okay. For the first one, I got a 16.
Safe.
One was a 19.
Safe.
Third one was an 11.
Safe.
And last one was an 18.
Safe. Alrighty. So, we bump this up to a 1 through 9. And then you will take 1 more step forward. And then you're going to roll me another 4d20, taking another 40 or taking another 4 hit points.
All right.
We're going to break through this 11 or higher on her wild magic surge eventually, right? Like, that's just how it works. Like,
Well,
Oh.
oh no.
So, for the first roll, I got a 12.
pass.
Second one, I got a 6.
That's a fail. Continue.
Third one, I got a 13.
That's a pass.
And the last one, I got a 4.
That's a fail. So that's 2 wild magic surges are happening. And
Yep.
then I will reset your timer to be on a 1 through 5. Okay, so roll me a D100 one at a time because the numbers are too big.
All right.
The first one is. What'd you roll?
I rolled the 10.
How many hit points do you got again?
I got 16.
Uh-oh.
3, 4. So on a 9 through 10 on the wild magic surge, you cast magic missile as a 5th level spell.
Oh,
However,
God.
the ziggurat targets the caster. So you are being hit with a 5th level magic missile. Each dart will deal 1d4 plus 1 damage, which means the minimum damage you're going to be taking from each dart is 2. But
Lumi,
as
you
a
have
fifth-
shield.
Oh.
Do you have shield?
That magic, the magic garment she has.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
has
your magic raiment. Correct. You can cast shield and you will nullify all the magic missiles. You take no damage.
Alright, I shall cast shield.
Good call out.
Thank you.
That is the best thing you could have had. For the
I almost
scenario.
forgot.
Roll another D100 because you
Alright.
surged twice in this instance.
I got a 40.
40. You regain. Whoops. And this one looks like her. You regain 11 hit points.
Let's go.
As it says you regain 2d10 hit points, and I rolled 2d10. You got a 7 and a 4 for 11. All right.
Yay.
You have 2 steps left to take before you make it to the top of the ziggurat. You are rolling 5 d20s,
Oh god.
All right.
and each step you take is 5 hit points.
Oh no. All right.
But you've made it to the top of the ziggurat, so there's 2 more steps. You ready?
Yep.
Now, just a reminder: on a 1 through 5, you will wild surge.
Okay. All right. For the first one, I got a 6.
Safe.
One, I got a 15.
Safe.
Third one, I got a 7.
Safe.
Fourth one, I got an 18.
Safe.
And last
Last
one, I
one?
got a 13.
You're safe. This is now a 1 through 10. You have a 50% chance of getting a wild surge on this last step. So take 5 more points of damage as the wild magic begins to course through your body. Your veins begin to glow around you. Your hair sort of, do you remember you know how Storm, the X-Men Storm, how her eyes begin to glow, her hair begins to flow a little bit like because she's controlling the wind to lift her up?
Yeah.
Visper's starting to look like that, except her veins are glowing these like rainbow, like RGB light transitioning vein colors as chaos magic is coursing through her veins. Your eyes begin to turn into like this milky white before this rainbow oscillation of colors begins to emerge out of you. You all can see this. It looks like she's in pain. How does Ember and Millennia react?
Millennia goes up and puts a hand on her shoulder again, and just is, "Are you all right? Can you do this?"
Yep. Never felt better.
Okay, that's a lie.
That is a bold-faced lie, but Millennia, please take 9 points of damage
Okay.
as you touch Visper.
Gladly.
Oh, so we hurt ourselves when we touch her.
There's so much wild magic being surging through her that just by touching her, it's like touching an electrical socket with a fork.
Terrific.
I'm gonna really quick second wind.
Fair enough. Like, hey, yo, I'm gonna pop my fighter emergency heal. That's fantastic.
Oh, good for 4 HP back total.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
half the damage you took from the shock.
Yep.
That's
But-
better than not getting back any hit points.
May I ask real fast for Millennia, which arm did you use to touch her? Is it the one that's branded or the one that's not?
Branded.
The branded arm?
Yep.
Millennia, as you pull your hand back after the shock of energy, you notice that you have, I can't remember the official term for it. It's a medical term for it. But it's the condition where you have a burn mark, like as if you were struck by lightning.
Oh,
So,
sick! It's the
Yeah.
I know the term.
You know the term. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Where you have the lightning bolt burn.
Yeah.
That is coursing throughout your entire arm, and it cuts
Oh my.
right through where your brand is.
Oh
That-
my.
looking like it crosses it out in a lightning bolt.
Oh, that's sick. All right.
That's crazy.
Okay, that hurt, but hey, I like this look. All right.
Yeah. Also at this time, Milena, can you write down on your character? Can you write down just like a bolt of wild magic just somewhere on your character?
Bolt of wild magic. All right.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait till we forget about that and then it comes back later.
I'm writing it down 2 spots.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Uh,
All right. So, Visper, did you already take your last 5 points of damage? So you should have been. So you should only have like 1 point up from the one from the last time you healed.
Yeah, I took it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll your next 5d20. Remember, 1 through 10, you have a 50-50 chance of surging.
All right.
Everybody hold your breath.
This is gonna suck.
Isn't it?
I think it was 1 through what?
1 through 10.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, so for the first one, I got a 19.
Okay, so that's a save.
For the second one, I got an 11.
That's safe.
what?
For the third one, I got a 9.
That's a
Oh,
fail.
shit.
So that's 1.
For the fourth one, I got an 18.
That's a pass. So you have 1 more left.
The last one, I got a 9.
That's 2 fails. Now here's what I'm gonna do. Since you're at the top of the ziggurat, this is gonna get a little crazy.
Uh-oh.
For
As if
every
it's not
failure-
already crazy.
For every failure that you got, you're going to be rolling 2 results, and both will happen.
oh God.
Oh no!
So you'll be getting 4 wild magic results.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh, this is
standing
bad.
by with potions if we need to.
So
Stand
roll
back, y'all.
your so out of the 4, roll your first D100.
All right.
Meepus came in at a great time. Meepus is just listening to all the wild magic bullshit we're going through.
I got a 16.
A 16 on a 15 through 16. For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns. Okay, so I'm
Yay.
just going to calculate that right now, just real fast.
It'd be 30.
It'd be 30 hit points, yeah. So I'm going to say you regain 30 hit points, and if you have any, and if there's any hit points left over, then you may transfer the remaining hit points to an ally that you touch.
All right.
So whatever hit point you have, whatever's left over from the 30 that you just regained, you can transfer over to another person.
Trying to calculate this real quick.
Well, how many hit points do you have?
I have 22 currently before I added the stuff.
Out of what?
38.
Out of 38? Okay, so we'll do 38 minus 22, which gives you 16 hit points.
14
right?
left.
Which will give you 14 hit points remaining. You can choose to give that to somebody else if you want, the 14 remaining hit points.
All right, raise your hand if you need it the most.
Melly
Me-
kind of
Meanwhile-
raised
Melly
her
probably
hand.
needs it the most.
Meanwhile,
Alright.
Millennia taking close to 50 points of damage and just force.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Yay.
Fantastic. So 14 hit points back to that. That was the first roll. Second roll, please,
Oh,
of
boy.
a D100.
All right,
It can only go up, right? The ball is rolling up, guys.
44.
44. On a 43 through 44 for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns. It's just a weaker face step.
At least there's something to that.
Third roll of the D20.
Or D100.
Or D100, I'm sorry.
All right. 7.
87.
Oh no.
87 on 80 so on 87 through 88. This will be fun. Ember, I haven't engaged you today.
No.
Odds are even.
Odd.
I rolled a 2. Melina, you begin to fly. Because you cast fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you.
Yippee.
And the final D20, or the final D100 roll, please, for your fourth and
Alright.
final one.
Got a 63.
63. On a 63 through 64. Jesus Christ. You cast fog clouds centered on you. So the entire top of the ziggurat is just enveloped in a cloud of smog. Everybody is obscured in a 20-foot radius fog of cloud.
Good lord.
She let out a smoke bomb and
Oh,
said,
lasts
"Look
for an hour? Oh no.
and it lasts for an hour.
That's amazing.
That could not have been worse. Okay,
Smoke
so
bomb.
Visper, as you reach the top of the ziggurat, I will give you this. You can reach for the artifacts at the top of the ziggurat, but I'm gonna ask you to roll a d20
All right. I'll
because
reach
you're
for it.
trying to reach for them through a fog cloud that obscures vision.
And I somehow guide her with my blind sight.
I will not increase or decrease it, but I will make the DC lower. Like, I will not
Okay.
give you advantage or disadvantage, but I will decrease the DC if you are helping her with your blind sense.
Yep, I will help.
Okay, so I will decrease the DC, so just roll a d20.
All right.
What'd you get?
18.
18. Well, the DC was originally 15 because Millennia is helping you with blind sense, reduced it by 3, making it a 12. You pass, and you pick up both of the artifacts.
Woo!
Let's go.
Now, as you grab hold of both of these artifacts, you feel the wild magic that has been coursing through you this entire time is slowly being pulled into these artifacts and is slowly draining you of magic.
Uh, is that a good thing or bad thing?
You can't tell, but if you want to roll an Arcana check, you can certainly figure it out.
I think I will do that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I got a 6.
Your Arcana not that high.
It's a +2.
That's fair. You ran away from home. I'll take that. I'll let that slide. Like, no, that makes sense. She ran away from home. That makes sense. Alrighty, cool. So, you can't quite tell if it's a good thing or not that your magic is being drained from you, but you do feel a sense of relief as all this excess magic is slowly leaving your body and entering into these two artifacts. If I recall correctly, I said one of them was a compass and one of them was a hand mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So, you feel in the compass that the wild magic is sort of absorbing all the ambient magic. And so, like, the fog cloud begins to dissipate and become absorbed into the compass. Millennia's ability to fly slowly descends down gently as that's being done. You also feel, although you can't tell, but you also feel like excess magic that you've expelled earlier is slowly being pulled away from you. Millennia and Ember, you notice that the blue on Visper's body begins to slowly fade and return back to her original skin color.
Oh, that's good.
And you will also, and then as for the mirror, you begin to feel that all of the excess magic that is coming from you specifically is being drained into the mirror. All of your spell slots are being expended.
Can I
do you
can I
need me to
drop
hold
it?
Hmm?
Can I just drop it? Or pass it to someone else?
I will take it.
Please do.
Okay.
Just get it away from me.
How many spell slots did you have left before you decided to pass it off?
Depending on which level.
Starting from the highest.
Alright, the highest I had one spell slot available.
Okay, and then going down the list from highest to lowest, how many spell slots in total do you have remaining?
Alright. 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Lose half of those.
Cool.
So
That's
you lose
great.
you lose your highest level spell slot, and then you just
Oh.
kind of go down the list until you have 4 remaining spell slots of whatever your lowest level remaining is.
Big oof.
Cool.
Also, your wild magic is reset on a 1 through 6 because it was a 5. But
This is great.
Uh,
I only have my first level spells.
But as all the magic begins to sort of drain away, and you hand the mirror off to Millennia, as you hold the mirror, you feel the Ziggurat's magic course through you and into the mirror.
Oh, okay.
But surprisingly, it's no longer hurting you. It's as if you were simply a conduit through which the magic is surging into the mirror.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Over time, you guys will note that the compass begins to glow a vibrant blue, almost like a sky blue. And then that the needle on the compass just continuously begins to spin very slowly, as if it's trying to calibrate, or if it's in a magnetic field where it can't focus. And then the mirror, you'll see small little runic etchings along the edge of the hand mirror. And the mirror itself begins to glow an iridescent green, sort of like not like a neon green, but pretty close to it. Neither of you would happen to have the identify spell, would you?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm totally a sort of spellcaster.
Oh yeah, the melee fighter with a magic item, totally a spellcaster.
If I
Would either Ember or Visper have identify?
use it, I don't have it. No.
Okay.
If I did, I don't think I'll be able to use it anyways.
Hmm.
It would be a first level spell if it was.
Oh, I have identify.
You do.
I do.
Do you have it prepared, or is it just a spell you can learn?
Oh, it's just a spell I have prepared. It's in my first level slot.
That's actually pretty baller given the situation.
Right. I have cast it.
Wonderful. Okay, so each casting takes about 10 minutes. So, and you can examine each item within that 10 minutes. Which item would you like to examine first? The compass or the mirror?
The compass.
The compass? Okay. I haven't created these items yet. I've been busy, so I'm sorry that I haven't created them, but I will create these magic items for you guys later. So this is known as the intraplanar compass.
Hello.
Hey, welcome in, Mafia.
Oh,
Oh my
Hi.
gosh, hi!
hey.
Hello.
They just picked up the 2 relics at the top of the ziggurat, and 2 players almost died.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have a
We
cool.
haven't even been doing it that long.
I have a cool Lichtenberg tattoo now on my arm.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I remembered.
Yeah. So Millennia now has a cool like Lichtenberg which is the lightning burn that you get when you get struck by lightning. It sometimes will appear on your body. So she has that now. Anyway, so you have what is known as the intraplanar compass. Again, I will have to
Ugh,
make these magic
what?
items. So
Sorry,
but
my internet seems to not be doing too great today.
it's okay.
So
if you
you're
need time
cutting
to
out a bit.
fix it. No, it's okay. If you need time to fix it, let me know. But you also have the option to watch the recording later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so you have what is known as the intraplanar compass.
Mhm.
What this compass does, Ember's using Identify, so I'm giving her all the information. But what this compass does is that it allows you to focus on a specific a specific plane of existence, and it will help you focus down and find the nearest portal to
Got it.
that plane of existence. So, for example, if you need help finding a way back to the material plane from an extraplanar dimension, such as the Feywild, you will focus your thought. Think of it like Captain Jack's compass. It points you to your heart's desire, but it only points you to a portal of the plane of existence you're trying to get to.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
So you can use this compass to be like, I need to find the closest portal to the material plane. It will do so. However, do note that just because it's pointing you to a portal of your desire, it will not bring you to the exact location you're thinking of while in that plane. So, for example, if you're on the material plane and you're looking for the nearest Feywild portal, it will not immediately send you to the Court of Spring. It will send you somewhere randomly to the Feywild. So you could end up where you guys originally started, which was in the Shimmering Forest, or you can end up somewhere completely different.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Got it. Understood.
Okay, so that was 10 minutes. And then do you have enough spell slots to cast Identify one more time?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. So what
Identify
you have...
technically is a ritual. You don't have to spend spell
That's
slots
true.
on
I
it.
am making her cast it as a ritual. So yeah, so you can cast it as a ritual, which takes 10 minutes. So yes, you can do this. Hey, so if you guys want to, this is like 20 minutes of downtime. If you guys want to like burn a single hit die to recover hit points, I'll let you
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
sure. All right.
Does this count as a short rest or
I'm just
warlock
saying
moment?
it's not long enough to be considered a short rest, but it's long enough where you can at least burn a hit die to recover hit points. And I'll say for warlock purposes, you get one spell slot back.
Yeah, that's the one I've used.
Wonderful. Okay, so so what you have here in this hand mirror is God, what's it called? I have it written down. Let me find it real fast. I had it memorized and then I forgot it because it sounded dumb when I said it in my head. Let me see here. My notes. No, not that. Not that one. I have so many magic item ideas written here that I forgot to create them. The problems of being a DM with too much time on their hands and not enough brain cells to burn.
Too much time on my hands.
Okay. Let me see if I actually started building it, because that's another thing. I might have actually started building it and I never finished it.
By the way,
Builder creation
where do we find hit dice?
Go to your so basically you'll just have to go to your short rest, and then it'll tell you what your hit die is, and then you're just gonna roll the hit die, and then yeah, just do that. Just calculate that.
Awesome.
Where is it? I had it here for a moment.
Do we get
I'm
Bard's
so
Song
sorry.
of Rest?
I'll treat it, yeah. But she's spending the time ritually casting, so I don't think she has the capacity to use her Song of Rest while she's ritually casting during this time.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm glad you all think that this is very fair.
I mean, I don't really need it. I'm missing 4 of my max.
But it's
4
just
off my
an
max, so-
extra it's an extra bit of healing that you could have.
Mhm.
Where the fuck did I put it? Did I not like make it? I guess I didn't. I know I said I didn't make them, but this is just sad. All right, cool. Well, where did I put the name of this item? Well, I don't remember the name of the item, but I know what it does at least. So what this hand mirror does is that it allows you to it allows you to make communications with other beings who have a similar item. So basically, think of it like a sending stone with FaceTime.
Oh, sweet.
Interesting.
So long as you hold the mirror, you can look into the mirror, declare who you want as the recipient of your message, and then it will create an intraplanar link with its sister mirror.
So it's like the magic enchanted mirror from Beauty and the Beast.
Very
Sort
much
of.
so, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Very much so in a hand mirror. and it's designed, and like I said, it's FaceTime but magic.
Magic.
So, yeah, it's the magic FaceTime mirror. I'm not calling it that. Don't put that down. But just know that that's what its function is. That
That's what I'm going to call it.
Please don't. Please no. But it allows you to make communications without without having to travel to the said plane of existence. It's specifically designed with intraplanar communications because a lot of spells. I'm just gonna break the revealed behind the curtain. A lot of spells don't allow you to do that. Allow you to make communications across dimensions. Like Ascending spell cannot do that. But this mirror allows you to do that.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay,
So the four of
we
you-
got some handy
Alright.
stuff here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, as you finish your short little break, you finish your ritual castings, you start to hear the sound of shifting stones and moving wood as you see at the very bottom where you guys originally entered. The cave that you guys have entered begins to slowly collapse as the whole room begins to shake and crumble around you.
Oh.
The waterfalls
Oh.
run dry, and the moat below that surrounds the ziggurat begins to like burble, as if something's trying to rise up. But it's just the shifting of the water as the shaking of this room begins to go. How do you guys react?
Is there any exit visible?
Visibly, you don't see anything. No, I'm gonna say that your passive perception doesn't allow you to see anything visibly.
And that's no one's passive perception, just for
No
the whole
one's
party.
passive
Okay.
Yeah, nobody's passive perception is high enough to see anything visibly.
Mm,
Well, my dad is still missing.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
It'll be fine.
All right.
I'm sorry. Correction. I forgot to point out that there is the moonlight that has been shining down on the ziggurat this entire time. That was like the only source of light you guys had.
Right.
Um,
well, the
so
last
I can
time
get two of us out.
well, last time there was a moon, we shattered it, and then we all floated to the top.
yeah.
Can I chuck a rock at the moon?
You know, is that the dumbest thing you've said today? So sure. I mean, I gotta give you points for at least thinking. Go ahead and roll an attack roll, adding your
Okay.
strength modifier.
All right. So that's just +4. That's not bad. 19.
Okay. You pick up a piece of rubble and you huck it straight up. Gravity is still a thing,
Yeah.
and eventually all objects create a parabola and must come down.
Yep.
Yours creates a parabola and hits the side of the tunnel where the light is being emitted and begins to just slowly bounce back and forth in the tunnel before inevitably falling down. It doesn't hurt anybody, but it's just there's not enough strength behind your arm to reach that height.
Damn.
I think that might be the real moon. Do we know if it's in the same phase as when we went inside?
I will say that this is a full moon, so it is not the same phase as when you guys got shunted through the fake moon.
Interesting. Hello?
Hello.
Yo, we've got everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They're about to die.
Yeah, the room's flooding.
Oh
Yeah.
god. No,
But they
that's
got-
not good.
But they got the artifacts, and nobody died.
Wait,
Oh,
Okay,
maybe-
Sorry,
so
I need to make
for
an
the things that
amendment.
we
I can
went
get
to
3
the-
of us out.
I can.
Or I
probably
can get
face-
2 of us out, but Squarb can also get out.
I can
So,
face stab. So
What the
if
hell is
that-
actually happening?
First things first. Visper's no longer blue
Okay.
because the magic, because the artifacts, the interplanar compass, and the. I'm not calling it the FaceTime mirror, but that's effectively what it is.
That's what it is.
So the interplanar compass and the FaceTime hand mirror, God fucking damn it, have absorbed all the ambient wild magic in Visper and around Visper when she grabbed the artifacts.
Yes.
So she's no longer blue. She's still 20 years old because they can't reverse time. But, and then they absorbed all the ambient magic because she also cast Fog Cloud and fly on herself and fly on Millennia. So all the magic in this room is gone.
Oh, cool.
Thus powering up the artifacts. So you have the compass and the hand mirror.
Wait, is this an anti-magic zone now?
No, it's not an anti-magic zone. It's just all the ambient magic and the magic from Visper
Oh,
save
okay.
for spell slots are gone.
Okay, got it.
Or
Right now, they took about a 20-minute break. So if you want, I will let you take 1 hit die worth of healing back onto your character if you need it.
I mean, I'm not gonna turn my nose up at it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. Go ahead and take a whatever your hit die is and recover that plus your Constitution modifier for hit points.
Oh gosh, I
Um,
actually do not recall what my hit die is. I think it's D8.
You are a fighter. It should be a D8 or it should be a D8 or a D10. I don't remember which.
it's a D10.
If you just press the short rest button, it'll do it automatically for you.
Oh, hit die 1d10
There you go.
plus 3.
Fighters
Um,
get a lot.
Yeah, because the one who has the highest hit die is the barbarian, but fighters
Yeah.
are pretty up there.
So
but,
that will give
after
me
your guys'
10 HP back.
wonderful. But as
Back
you
to
guys
full.
finish your short break after Ember ritually casted identify to figure out what the items were, the room begins to crumble. The water falls dry. The water begins to burble up and down as if an earthquake is happening. The only known exit that you can see is the single tunnel above you guys at the top of the ziggurat that shows a full moon shining bright moonlight down on you guys.
Okay. How much time do we have?
Mm.
Because I want to try 2 things.
The downside to snacking after I finish talking.
You're never safe from my questions.
I am never safe from you, but it's always good to have you here. Okay, I'm going to tell you what. Roll a survival check to determine how much time you think you might have. I'll let everybody roll this. I'll do a group check if I want.
Okay.
If you guys want.
17. That's pretty good.
17 as well.
I'll roll with my plus
Oh.
0 and get a 19.
Wow.
Ew.
Oh,
Well, Visper
Oh,
rolled
Visper.
a 1 plus a 1. And then Ember, if you want to roll, because I guess we're doing a group survival check. So Ember, if you want to roll a survival check as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. 13 total.
Okay, so not accounting for Visper, you guys can estimate. You got maybe. I'll give you. You know what? I'll roll it. Fuck it. Let's begin the experiment. Have some fun with this. You got maybe.
Like,
Oh,
this
that's
is
not
a
too
pretty
bad.
big room, right?
It's a pretty big room. It's not too bad. I would say you guys have about 10 minutes.
Easy.
Oh shoot, that's actually not too bad at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have a lot of time. Like it just started collapsing, so it looks like this thing was on like a 30-second timer, and they expected somebody to get out by that point. But you spent 20 minutes of it identifying items and resting.
Important things.
The good
Let's
shit. The good shit.
let's do the probably useful one first. Let's use that compass. Is there a portal here?
I would say Visper is in control of the compass, so Visper would have to figure out. So Visper, if you want, you can either A, give the compass to Violet, or B, you can use it yourself. I will give you that option because it is your character. I don't control it.
Either or.
I'll
But
probably-
remember, the compass works by focusing on what plane of existence you want to go to.
then probably won't be any help. So I hand the compass to Violet. I only know 2 locations.
And that's all you need.
I mean, thankfully, we're going to the other one of those two. We're going to the material plane.
Okay. So,
Looking for a
Violet.
material plane, at least.
okay. So Violet has the compass. Violet, you focus down, and you see that the compass begins to spin as if it's stuck in some sort of magnetic field before it inevitably points, but it's pointing in through the rock wall.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
try fate.
And
Maybe there's a
if
portal.
just so that I can tell, if I'm moving around like parallel to not parallel, perpendicular
Perpendicular?
to the point where it's pointing, does it change moving to know that it's close, or is it mostly the same to
It mostly
say
stays
that's
the
fine?
same. Yeah,
Okay,
it will
so
always
it's
point
pretty far
towards
then.
it, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, it's not like through that wall. There's one thing down. Now our hand mirror here is. Can we call the linked mirror?
You would have to designate who has the sister mirror, but
Oh,
I will allow you to roll a D100 to see if you can call to a sister mirror.
sure. Why not? I think that could be fun. That's a 94.
So here's the fun thing. Give me 1 minute. Because I didn't think this was going to be a thing.
Yeah, all right.
I need to look up a spell.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Just 1 minute. I need to look up a spell. Because if I misread it or if I misinterpret it, it's gonna be a problem. It's not that one, so it's the other one I'm thinking of. Let me see here. Oh goodness, what was the name of that spell? I know what it is. Like I know what type it is, so I can at least go with that. Type of spell. That one. Spell tags, go. Nope, nope, nope. Oh wait, maybe. Nope. No, 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 not that one, not that one, not that one. Close, not that one, not that one, not that. Really? These are not the spells I'm looking for. Perhaps I'm being dumb. When I planned for something and then suddenly the unimportant plan comes into play.
Whoops.
No, this works out. I literally time stops in this instance. I'm DM time stops. Everybody. While I
Yeah.
figure this out. Time stops while I figure this out. Nobody's dying on my watch right now. Where is it? Is it? Ah, there it is. Do. Oh, maybe that's not it. Nope, not the one that I was looking for when I was trying to find it. Bro, I know there's a spell for this. I know there was a spell that I was using for this. I can't find it to save my life. I can't remember the name of it.
Do you happen to remember what it does?
It's a spell that when you use it, you have to roll a percentage chance of whether or not you get something. It's a 5% chance to fail, but you have to roll a D100. And oh, now I remember what it was.
Hooray.
I'm glad I helped.
Me too. Although it might not be a spell, it might actually be a class ability, which might be even funnier for me.
Divine intervention.
Yeah, it was Divine Intervention.
Yeah, it's
Clerics.
cleric class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Alrighty, so let me see here. Features.
We got
10th level
Serena.
Here it is.
It's equal or lower than your cleric level.
Oh, that's funny.
So if we want to use that, we could use it as basically
I'll
total
use
level?
it as I'll use it as your total level. Yeah.
So 94 is a little bit more than 7. I would say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say 94 is a little bit higher than 7. So yes, you will successfully link with a mirror. So as you begin to focus, you're trying to figure out like maybe any mirror will work. And you see as you peer through the mirror, you see what looks to be a street that is filled with people. But you can't recognize their clothing.
Does it look like material plane?
What's your passive insight?
12.
You can take a gamble and say it potentially looks like the material plane.
Does it look like Abu Kanasta?
I can't provide you that information based on your numbers, sadly.
Okay.
But it does look like a busy street of some sort with people passing by. You see the back of somebody that seems to be talking with another person, so it looks like a vendor's hall, at least at the very it looks like a vendor stall.
Hello? Hello?
I need to just wait to eat a cracker at this point.
How long are you expecting me to wait?
This is the third cracker you've stopped me mid-chew.
Here, let me look up a monologue real quick.
No, you're good. I'm fine. I'm done. It's a single Ritz cracker. We're fine.
The fitness gram pacer test is the
When you hear the triple beep. Anyways, no. So as you start going, hello, you see this figure whose back you can only see. You go, excuse me, and he turns over, and you see this mustached human, with these baggy clothes, tanned skin, these bright brown eyes, and he goes, hello.
Hi. Okay, there's a lot to explain really fast. You are in possession of a mirror that can communicate with our mirror across planes, basically, right? Got it? So that's we're we're in a like trapped place. We're gonna drown. Do you have anything that could like extraplanar travel? Or know anyone that could do it in like 10 minutes?
And he turns back to see the small group of people starting to get to his booth. Just a moment, and he slides over. Sorry, we are closed for the day. I will return in like 2 hours, I guess. And then you just hear this collective, "Oh, okay, goodbye. Thank you for coming." And then he just like rolls down the flap for his stall, and he goes, and then he looks over. His eyes begin to shift from brown to red, and he goes, "Where did you find this mirror?"
Uh-oh.
This sounds like a problem.
Yeah.
I poke my head over. Hi. That's none of your business. Just can you help us?
Certainly.
I like the
To whom
sound
am
of
I
it.
assisting?
Violet.
Squarb will step up into view of the mirror and present his Skara Audine badge and see if the speaker recognizes it.
I just love the idea that you guys are all like, look, you see Violet with the hand mirror stretch all the way, arms length out like a fucking
Selfie.
Poking up over
like
the
a selfie
shoulders.
stick, and then everybody's just like crowding in.
Yeah.
Selfie, like
I
no.
love Yeah, Squarb will present his Skara Audine badge and see if the other person recognizes it.
He glances at you as you kind of flash your Skada Aldine badge, and he goes, and then he looks at you. Who else is here?
Let's see.
That voice sounds familiar. Do I recognize it?
Roll an insight check.
And I also
Absolutely.
roll one.
I'm actually really good at these. Until I roll a 7. That's a 10.
Which is what you needed.
Oh, nice.
Let's
You
go.
needed it. You needed a 10. You do recognize this. As he looks over back and forth, you see he grabs his face, and you see a shadowy mass of smoke and miasma wipe it away, and you see the face of your friend Kassar, the info
Oh, shit!
broker.
Let's go,
You
Lizard
son of a
Man!
bitch!
Lizard Man,
Oh,
let's
because
go.
why are you asking me who you know us?
Yeah!
One must be sure in my line of work, friends. Apologies.
No, it's
yeah.
totally reasonable, actually.
Where are you currently?
Feywilds still.
We're in the Court of Springs, Feywilds. We're exploring some ruins.
We're not in
and
the
we
Court of
found
Spring
this
right
mirror
now.
here.
Yeah,
We're in the
and
Gloom
I think
Woods.
we're drowning.
Anywho, we need an out. You got one for us?
Regretfully, my magic does not work interplanar. But I may be able to provide something of assistance. Hold a moment, please, as he scurries away from the mirror for just a moment. You hear the sounds of boxes being pried open, the movement of metal and bits and baubles just kind of all off in the background. A cat squeals eventually, because of course it does. Just kind of scurries away. And he eventually goes, okay, this might help. Okay, so he pulls over and he goes, do you still have your earrings that I gave you?
Yes.
Okay.
Visper
This
might
is a
not.
one.
I think I lost mine.
Oh,
No, you
hell.
have. I think.
Did
you have
Visper get a
these.
new one?
Yeah, Visper
I'm
got a
not
new
sure.
one.
Visper
did
got a
get
new one. Okay, great.
Alright.
This is a one-time thing, so. But I can at least attempt to do something. I'm hoping this works. Make sure all of you are in view of me while I do this. So, I guess angle the mirror in a way where I can see all of you.
Ember,
Mhm.
get on my shoulders.
I
Okay.
think Millennia is the tallest of us. Is that correct?
I
Yeah.
believe objectively, yes.
So, Millennia, if you hold the mirror and angle it in such a way that it can capture all of us, we can still be holding it too.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys
Selfie.
angle it just a little bit. Selfie, Ariel selfie
Hey,
moment.
How are things back home?
Peace
No, it doesn't
sign.
Peace sign. Postcard. Miss you. Wish you were here.
Hashtag blessed.
Violet's
Oh.
the type of person to do bunny ears on someone.
Violet would be that. God. Like a
And
really
Ember
bad-
would be the person who gets the bunny ears.
Ember would be the person who wants the bunny ears.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God, this feels like a really bad high school DC trip. Like, yeah, we're going to DC to check out all the monuments. Meanwhile, you all are actually just bored out of your minds.
I never
quite
got
like
to go on that
DC.
trip.
Anyways, so you guys angle, so Millennia angles the mirror so everybody's in place. Okay. Oh, right, wonderful. I see all of you. Okay, and he pulls out this this black stone. It looks like a bit of onyx, and he begins to carve something on the ground. And it takes him a good 5 minutes to complete.
Oh.
And he goes, "I'm sorry. Okay, quickly before you run out of time." And he turns the mirror to face what he's drawn. You must draw this magic circle exactly like I have done.
Okay.
I think we can probably trust Violet with this.
Well, okay.
I'm making assumptions. I am making wild assumptions based on what little I know of you.
Let me look through my. Do we need to draw it specifically, or will minor illusion work?
I got a
Specifically,
crayon.
you will need to draw it, and of course, you have a crayon.
Whisper
I
has a
have a whole
crayon.
little pack. I have a whole pack that has flower petals.
Dude,
a
she's
pad,
got
crayons.
like, bro, she's like ready. She's like a ready to go pride parade in a bag. Are you kidding me? She's got
Sure,
crayons. She's got stickers. She's got glitter in there. I think.
Yeah.
She's got flower petals.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I'm not saying these are bad things. I'm saying Vispers are ready to go pride parade in a bag.
This will work, I guess. So yeah, I'll try and copy the sign, the portal.
All right.
Can I
Alright, cool.
assist with that?
Yeah,
since I'm holding
the more
ring?
people who help, the less time it will take.
Okay.
I will say.
I guess
that.
I'll help
Awesome.
as well.
Yeah, because if it took him 5 minutes to draw it, it'll take
Yeah.
you guys more time because you're having to replicate it.
Yeah.
So how many people are helping?
I'll put a hand in if I can.
At this point, I'm just going to assume the whole party's doing this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm here.
All
I'll
right.
help.
All right. So you all just basically take like a fifth of a circle.
Yeah.
So you hear Kassar, make sure you draw it so that all of you can fit in the circle.
Got
You
it.
got it.
So you all begin to draw your own little like
Section.
fifth of this circle, yeah. Until the
All in
last
different
person-
colors because of
Yeah,
the
all in
crayons.
different colors,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Ember gets orange, Visper gets green,
Oh,
Violet gets
orange.
purple. Scorp, I wanted orange.
Scorp gets yellow then.
Oh no, the worst one.
No, the yellow crayon is there's like a specific yellow crayon that's very rare and very sought after. And I don't
You
remember
get-
what it's called.
You get sunflower yellow
Oh, that one's okay.
because Visper had to get the plant themed one of Crayola, so you get sunflower yellow.
What do I get? Violet?
You get you get like no, you get lavender violet.
Violet is a flower.
Correct.
Lavender and violet are two separate
Two
shades
separate
of purple.
flowers. Exactly.
Two separate.
But here's the thing. Visper broke both crayons. So she combined both crayons because as a child she couldn't tell the difference between which color was which.
Visper colorblind confirmed.
More
I
like
mean, that is
she
a
didn't
character.
care. More like she didn't care. Purple's purple, so you get purple.
Colorblind to very specific shades of purple.
Yes.
I am
She-
colorblind in real
she-
life. and
She couldn't
purple
tell.
is
She,
a
she
color
couldn't tell a
that
fuchsia
is-
from a. She can't tell a fuchsia from a magenta. But hey, you know what? She's got all the colors.
Yep.
Anyways, at this fucking point, Millennia, what color do you want?
Kind of sad I didn't get yellow. I'll take just whatever's there. It doesn't matter.
Cool. You
to
get
me.
forget me not blue.
Yeah, that works.
I would assume red for Millennia.
I got all the colors. Of
You
the
get poppy
rainbow.
red.
Okay. All right.
I like green.
Now that we've all established that you all love colors,
I love colors. They're so cool. And
they're so cool.
themes.
Colors.
Yeah.
There's color
There's
theory.
things that I can see in their colors, and it's just so exciting.
Have you heard of color theory and children's hospitals? And that's
Have you ever
Motherfucker.
tasted
Oh,
the colors
God.
before?
At any point, I need all of you to go ahead and just roll me. I will give you options.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's technically a sleight of hand,
Mm.
but I will allow you guys to substitute the dexterity mod for whichever modifier you think makes the most sense for your character.
charisma.
Say.
I mean, I'm better off with the dexterity here.
Explain to me why you think charisma is a better modifier for your character to use for sleight of hand.
Drawing is
Willing magic.
It's
it's my
a form
magic
of
stat.
performance.
I'll take that. I'll take
It's my
this.
magic stat. I'm doing
Okay,
magic.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I just realized I have 3 charisma-based magic casters in this party.
Yep. I love charisma casters because There's so many fucking charisma casters.
Oh god, and then
Oh,
I'm gonna
hell.
have and then I'm gonna have a fourth one here soon. God damn it.
Are
Okay.
you?
Net
Paladins of
20.
Charisma.
Oh
Paladins
yeah.
are charisma
what are we
casters.
rolling?
Oh my
Is it,
god.
Forgot I wanted to class into
is it
that.
a saving throw we're rolling, or
No,
No,
it's
it's a sleight of hand, but you're going to take that sleight of hand bonus that you have, right? And you're going to add your charisma modifier if you're using charisma to justify your magic.
Hey DM, I'd like to take an inspiration, please.
Sure.
I'm gonna figure out how to do this.
There we
because
go.
I did this before.
May I ask the
Uh,
logic behind why you're taking the inspiration?
Because I rolled a 4.
I will gladly take this inspiration then.
You don't have proficiency in sleight of hand, so just roll your charisma check because
just roll your charisma check.
it'll just be a straight roll.
All right, so just roll. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Don't
just
worry about
roll
it.
just roll
It's a-
charisma.
It's an optional thing that I do occasionally where like if you want to substitute an ability check or a skill check with a different ability score to represent your character, this is the time to do it.
How
I'm not
did
sure
the
if I did it
bard
correctly. but
fail
I got
the
a
charisma
12.
Yeah, you did it right.
All right, yay.
Well, Ember, do you have sleight of hand? You should have a sleight of
Actually,
hand
I
score.
do.
There you go. Roll that.
Didn't do much better.
I mean, you know. Okay, so I will say you guys have 4 inspiration pool points left if you want to use those to re-roll a d20.
Ow!
Can my nat 20 help out?
Sorry, I just punched my keyboard.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I knee my desk.
Unfortunately, my knowledge from a past life is only for me, so can't
Yeah.
help out.
Your nat 20 does help with the contribution of the overall group check. I'm just saying
okay.
everybody needs to individually roll. So if they want to use an inspiration point to re-roll a d20, they can do so now.
Oh, I didn't realize this was like a group check. I thought this was like each of us doing our individual part.
I'm doing both. I mean, you guys each do your individual part, but you guys still have to link the sections together. But this is a group check, so if you want,
Oh, wait a minute.
Ember, you can burn an inspiration point.
Can
to,
I just had an idea. Can I do minor illusion to like have a traceable like outline of the circle where
Ooh, that's an idea.
like
You can certainly do so, and I will reduce the DC of the overall group check because of it.
awesome. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spend a little bit of my time doing that before we
Okay,
start.
so the DC has been reduced, but so Ember, would you like to use an inspiration point to re-roll your D20 for your sleight of hand?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I will be taking this point as well. Thank you kindly. Alrighty. So then, go ahead and roll your sleight of hand one more time.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
This is fun. This is fun. All right, cool. So, because you guys are scrambling, the DC was pretty high. I set it to 15. However, because Violet is creating a tracing space, I reduced it to a 10 because you guys can
Awesome.
just match the tracing. So anybody who rolled higher than a 10 succeeds, but because Millennia got a nat 20, it counts as 2 successes. So, to compensate for the fact that Ember failed, Millennia's extra
failed,
success
And then failed.
Yeah, Ember's failure is counterbalanced by Millennia's double success. So, technically, everybody succeeds because there are more successes than failures. You guys all make the magic circle, and then you all step into the magic circle, and then Kasada goes, "Is everybody in the circle?"
Yes.
Yep.
Yuppers.
All right, hold on tight. And he slams his hand onto his magic circle. You can see in the mirror this bright light begins to flash on the circle, and then suddenly your circle begins to glow a bright light, a bright blue light. Well, technically multicolor because you all use different fucking crayons. Before this darkness begins to reach up and envelop you into like a bubble, and then plunges you into darkness.
Whoop.
Within mere moments, you arrive in his selling booth, his vendor's booth. in this blot of inky darkness before the darkness reforms onto the ground, and you see Kassar on the floor, unconscious.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
We're back in the material plane, though.
As far as you
Yippee.
understand it.
and
Okay, is he okay?
You can
Can we-
certainly check.
yeah, I think we need to check.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know. You can check. It's like a normal person.
Oh,
Is that
Jesse returns.
that's a medicine check.
That will be a
Medicine.
medicine check, yeah.
Let's go. I'm so good at rolling. Thank God.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
an
this
unnatural
pendulum.
20.
Okay. Violet, he's just unconscious. He's not dead.
Awesome. Good.
It seems as though that the spell just expended a lot out of him and he needs time to rest.
Listen, the pendulum is in my favor now because I've been playing different games and I've been rolling awful every single time. Like I haven't rolled above a 10 in that game in like so long.
When the goddess of luck is just like, you know what? You need a break. Come on, come over
Yeah,
on the side.
let's go. And it's always helpful because it's in this campaign as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah. So as far as you understand it, Violet, you're back in the material plane because Kassar was on the material plane.
Hey, Violet, can I see that mirror?
Yeah.
Can I speak Queen Liliana's name and see if it connects?
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, we should do
There's a lot
that.
to explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lot.
Okay. So as you speak Queen Liliana, you look into the mirror and the mirror begins to, you know how like when you turn a gem and like the way the light refracts off of it, or like how you turn a holographic card, you know how it does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That weird like
Yeah.
shimmering effect. It does the same thing with the mirror until eventually you hear a voice. You don't see anything, but you hear a voice, and it's kind of muffled before you hear a and then it opens up and you do see Queen Liliana's face in the mirror.
Oh
Woo.
gosh. Oh.
Visper, you want to take this?
Yes, I
All right,
probably
I
should.
enter the mirror.
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Hi,
How's it going?
We're doing okay. Where
Oh.
are you?
Where I'm in the material plane. And I don't know where Dad is.
Oh, your dad's right here.
Oh,
And
you
good,
see-
thank goodness.
And
Hey,
you see your dad.
God.
You see your dad like leaning over. Hey, kiddo.
Oh,
How did
thank
you-
goodness. I thought you were dead.
How did you
No.
get? How?
Oh, when you all leapt through the portal, I didn't. The portal disappeared before I had a chance.
Right.
So I took the opportunity to set up some protection to make sure that you guys were safe, and then I went home.
I'm
Can I insight him?
I'm a
Awesome.
little confused
Certainly.
as to how you made it home.
Oh,
That's an 18.
That was a performance check, Violet.
I accidentally clicked that because my bad. I was trying to get rid of my whatchamacallit, my Feywild
Oh,
bonus.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
And I accidentally rolled a 1, so thank God I
Rolling
rolled
his
a 1
insight's
on
better.
the one I
Yeah.
wasn't doing anything on.
Okay, so
Sorry.
an 11 and an 18. No, he's telling the truth as far as you guys understand it. He really did, according to his own words. The portal closed, and so he thought the best thing to do was to secure an exit. But he didn't expect you guys to not come out.
I think the follow-up question here is: how long has it been since we stepped through that portal?
That's a good question.
Shit. How do we check? Is there anybody around us who might know what day it is?
You can.
SAR's
open the-
unconscious. Yeah.
You can open the tarp and check what day it is. Check what time of day it is.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you open the tarp squirm. You see You are in a desert bazaar, but this is not a bazaar you are familiar with.
Oh shit!
These are not the streets of Blasvatan, or any city for that matter. This is an open-air bazaar at an oasis. As you can see, this large oasis sits in the center of this large circular bazaar. There are ruins just around the oasis that provide some level of cover from the sun, but it is a bright noon day based on the heat of the sun and the position of the sun.
Okay, I'll relay that back to the king.
Okay, kind of hard to figure that out, but you guys weren't gone that long. Like I just got back, and that was like a 3-day journey for me. So
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So the time dilation has adjusted a little bit. Then we didn't lose months; we lost days.
I mean, from my perspective, yeah, you guys have been gone for like 3 days, but worst comes to worst, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we got the artifacts, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I can
have
see that.
we have the compass. We've got the mirror. Miraculously, a friend of ours in the material plane also apparently has a mirror.
Oh, well, that's good. That means we can communicate and stay connected this time.
Yeah.
Panic begins to set in.
Yeah. Violet's just like, wait a minute. Why
Hold on
the
a
fuck
second.
does Kassar have a mirror like this?
Better question you should ask yourself, why wouldn't Kassar have this mirror?
That's true.
Just real fast, however, though, I would like everybody except for Visper to roll a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
You got it.
I'm good at those.
I am not. I rolled a 4.
I got an 11.
I also got an 11.
Okay, and then Ember needs to roll a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw.
Dang it, I rolled the wrong thing.
Wonderful.
No, you did.
No, that's a Wisdom.
It's a wisdom, but it's not a DC 10.
No,
DC 10 is
That's a
what you had to
D10
pass.
Yeah, DC
Oh.
10 is difficulty check 10.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I failed. I not one.
Okay, cool. Well,
Whoops.
since 2 of you passed, 2 of you
This is
failed,
not my
since 2 of you passed, 2 of you failed, I'm gonna do this real quickly. I'm gonna roll a D100, and I'm going to say on a 51 or higher, nothing terrible happens.
Okay.
I got a 58.
Oh,
So on a 58, nothing terrible happens. So all of your guys' memories still maintain. Oh, what happened to her?
she disappeared.
Well,
Strange.
And she went offline, too, so that's
Oh no!
Maybe a power problem?
I
computer
don't know.
might have crashed.
Or internet? Yeah.
We're gonna find out when she gets back. But for the time being, nobody loses their memories.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
goodness.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah. But now I'm going to. You know who I haven't interacted with today? Let's have Squorb roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That is a 12.
12. Okay. Oh wow, that works out through the story so well.
Lumi's PC crashed.
I see. That's a bummer. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you guys. In the DMG, there is optional rules for Feywild magic.
Okay.
I've been using those. The first one was memory loss, which don't worry about it because it doesn't happen now. The second one was the time warp.
Ah.
Squorb rolled the no change option,
Oh.
meaning
Awesome.
you guys entered a portal, spent about 2 weeks in the Feywild, and came back roughly about the same time you left.
Oh, that's so good!
That is
that could
awesome.
not have been a better roll from Squorb, brother pal.
So, basically, we disappeared for 2 weeks, but it's only been like 2 seconds, and then Lumi's suddenly, then Visper's suddenly 20.
Yeah. It's one of those scenarios.
Yeah, just one of those days.
Oh, good lord.
Everything sucks.
So yeah, as far as all of this is concerned, no time has been lost on the material plane for you guys.
Well, wonderful.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread this. 2 weeks have passed. It says no change, but that means that there are no differences between what happens day to day. So you guys spent 2 weeks in, you guys were 2 weeks gone.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's still
I was
great.
I was still great. That's still great though, because like if you rolled any higher, it would have been terrible.
Yeah. No, I'm for this, especially because our mission in the Feywild's effectively been accomplished. We just didn't get to say goodbye first.
Correct.
I suppose we should apologize to the Lady Queen and her lovely husband for dying and dashing.
Oh, think nothing of it. Honestly, the fact that Visper had obtained the relics to begin with was certification enough to note that she is in capable hands, and that we approve of her and her study abroad.
Lovely. And I know that it's a little
Yippee.
crass, but what about that other thing that we had discussed about attempting to establish some form of trade?
Ah, yes. Well, I will get Greckleton on that, and you just hear a bottle crash in the background. He goes, "What?" Yeah, Greckleton will conjure up the magic circle in us for us to establish a trade route, and as long as we have the mirror, we'll be able to stay in communications with one another.
Excellent.
Although I would recommend that you get an arcanist or somebody of repute who has dealings in magical items and artifacts to craft another one to be used for them while you maintain this one.
Actually, exactly what I was thinking about doing.
Looks down at
Wonderful.
Kassar. Maybe we could go with more reputable.
Oh, Kassar's not given us a bum steer at all, as far as I've known him. But I think I would rather have one in the hands of the merchant prince.
Queen Liliana, can you pass on an apology to Dame Mordella, just saying sorry that we kind of bolted. I kind of bolted. Sorry.
You hear the clanking of boots on rock, and she leans over. She goes, "Don't worry about it."
Okay.
And then she just returns back to her station.
Okay.
Well, I should probably go meet with the merchant prince as soon as possible. Would one of you mind leaving the mirror with me, and I'm gonna go do that. Unless y'all want to tag along.
I'm gonna stay with Kassar because I have a bunch of stuff I need to tell him.
Wait, shit, we're out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
Yes, you
there's
are.
no way there's no way we could get back right now without him. So kind of we're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what, y'all stay here, I'm gonna go investigate real quick and find out exactly where we are and see if there's a way for us to get back home.
All right.
Yeah, is there still a small crowd outside of the...
No, once he closed shop, they all dispersed. They're now at other vending stalls, but as far as you can tell, you just hear foot traffic passing by your quote-unquote closed stall.
Cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing I just said. I'm gonna hop out and talk to some folks, see where the hell we are and how to get back.
Sure, roll me an investigation just to gather, like, cursory knowledge.
Yeah.
I'll set the DC to 10 to, like, honestly, I can set it to 2 and it'd be fine.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Awesome. So, you understand this place after kind of asking around. A lot of people are kind of shifty because they see your badge, but they don't, like, push you away. But they're just like, oh, this is, like, you know, an establishment. Eventually somebody comes around and he says, oh, this is Thieves' Respite.
Oh! I think Squarb actually knows what that is.
I believe so. If you would know what Thieves Respite is. Thieves Respite is a term. It's less of a location and more of a term used to describe said location. Um, Thieves Respites are usually like way stations in the deserts of Abu Kanasta, primarily used by thieves and other near do wells and people with irreputable dispositions that buy and sell. It's basically the black market.
Gotcha.
They buy and sell goods here, but Thieves Respite has slowly become more of a merchant hub zone because more people have been able to locate these places, establish defenses, and sort of create a sort of settlement on the oasis. But the name Thieves Respite just stuck.
Lovely. And are any of them able to point me towards Abu Kanasta?
Well, you're in Abu Kanasta. You mean your
I meant
Scarab
the-
cities?
I did mean the Scarab City. I apologize.
Yeah, you're good.
I
I
get things
understand.
mixed up really easily. That's my bad. ADHD
No, you're
be
good.
like.
Yeah, I feel that, dude. That's why I have to give them such wide names. Yeah. So, they say that the closest Scarab city is probably going to be. Let me check my notes again. You would think I would have all my cities memorized, but you've only been to 2. So...
Right. It's been 2 weeks.
It's a pinned message, isn't it?
the migration has started. I know that.
We've got you've got a pinned message with your city
Hell
names.
yeah! Look at me being preemptive. Go past me.
I remember because I think one of us specifically asked for that message to be pinned.
Yeah,
I think we
okay,
did.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You would think in all of my notes that I'd have written it down someplace, but no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh wow, sick. They said that after the migration, the nearest city would be Dakamal.
Is that the other one we went to?
No, you went to Killerin.
Killerin.
Dakamal is the gem city, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think our best bet for making it home is probably Squarb's muttering to himself while he makes his way back to the Kassar's stand.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
So I'm gonna lift the tent flap, poke my head in. So the migration happened. Looks like the closest city is Dakamal, and we can probably start heading there whenever y'all are ready.
I would
He's
like to
lightly
wait till
slapping Kassar.
Kassar is awake.
No, that's totally
Yeah.
reasonable. I just figured I'd find out where
Yeah.
we are. Speaking of, just
Seeing
so-
as he might have a portal back.
he might. We'll go ahead and wait for Kassar. That's probably more wise. Sorry, I'm just a little out. It's been a couple of weeks.
It has.
Anyway, so yeah, forget everything I just said and instead listen to this. So this is the Thieves' Respite. This is a bit of a merchant hub. We should be fine here. Just keep a close eye on your purses. That's it.
Gotcha.
Squarb will then
Got
join in
it.
with the rest of the crew and wait for Kassara to recover.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting, can Violet do some shopping here on the in the merchants area?
I would like to do that as well.
I have a specific item in mind to look for. Cough,
Sure.
cough.
You guys are more than
Um,
welcome to go shopping.
Yes.
I'm looking for
So-
the new Geki.
That's fucked.
You,
I gave
you
a
just
really
replace
cool
him?
Character. Yeah, I gave you a really cool gecko character, and you're just like, I'm replacing my pet lizard.
You took him away.
I gave him a life.
I mean, I need to have a new sidekick.
So
You're like the mascot of the party.
I'm currently looking for a bit more of like a shady spot, one of the more like black market-ish people, you know? And I I forget what it's called, but my poison smoke mask.
Yeah, your poisoner's mask.
Yes,
You're pretty close. It's pretty on the dot, honestly.
poisoner's mask.
Yeah, it's kind of on the nose.
Yeah,
But
I'd like
yeah,
to find someone to buy that off of.
yeah, certainly. Roll an investigation,
Uh,
and then depending on what you get for an investigation, you will then roll an insight.
17 insight. Okay,
Perfect. And then roll an insight.
14.
Wonderful. So, oh, I should ask, Violet, are you disguised, or have you decided to drop your disguise at this point?
I'm gonna
You've
stay
been in the Feywild.
disguised. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna be
perfect.
disguised.
Just I didn't want to forget that character trait about you. So,
Yeah,
so before you exit the tent, you turn your disguise on and
yeah.
you begin to peruse
I'm gonna
the
I'm gonna
shops.
be a bit more human.
Yeah, perfect. You begin to peruse the shops a little bit. Nobody seems to take a glance at you or anything like that. Everybody looks relatively sketchy for the most part, but a lot of people seem to just be like either they're carrying a lot of money or a lot of weapons, or maybe a combination of both. There really isn't a middle ground on these three.
Can I look for anyone in the Thieves Guild, actually?
This is where I'm getting to. As you begin to peruse
Oh, I
around,
need to
you
fucking
see
open my thing.
you see a couple of people. You see one person filch a coin purse from another.
Couldn't
And
be
then
me.
you begin to follow them. Inevitably, they lead to a nearby ruins area where you find a small little stone table where there's a small line of people that are kind of just paying items, receiving items. It's all hush hush though. You eventually make your way to the front, and you see this old woman. She looks she's hunched over. She's got a hood on that kind of covers her face, but you can tell that she's at least an elder. Um, and she bears the symbol of a black cat, uh, like little button on her cloak where it clips over her shoulder.
Black cats were the uh merchant princes, like
Super
disguised
secret
people,
dudes.
secret
Yeah,
people, right?
they're spies,
Is it
assassins.
any merchant prince, or
espionage.
is it specifically Blasphitans?
It's all merchant princes.
All merchant. Okay.
So all of Abu Kanasta, all of the Scarab cities have a Skada Audine.
Mhm.
Each Skada Audine is a specialized unit. So, for example, Squorb's unit is the
The
Sunhawks.
Sunhawks.
Yeah,
Right.
they specialize in aerial reconnaissance and scouting.
Yes.
The Black Cats specialize in espionage and assassination and information gathering.
Yeah.
But she looks up to you, and then she goes, "And what can I get you, sweetie?"
I'm looking for something to protect myself from my own harmful effects.
I see. And she reaches over into a box, and she pulls it up. It's a long box. It's maybe no bigger than like a keyboard in length,
Mhm.
right? And she hands it over, and she flips it, and she clicks it open, spins it around, and opens it up. And inside, you see a mask that has that on one side has more filters in it, and then it's in its full view. I can't remember how I wrote the mask, but you have the item up. right?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So you can see what the mask looks like based on that description.
So yeah, there's
Um,
the full mask, and then there's the partial mask.
Yeah, and then there's the partial mask, and then there are filters to support the mask.
Right.
And she said, and that is a full kit.
Right. Perfect. And how much would I owe you for this?
As she looks up at you, you see a glint in her eyes, and then she motions you to come down closer,
All right.
and then she goes, "Were you able to retrieve information related to the Feywild?"
Yes.
And then she slides over a small little sheet of paper with just a bunch of varying like questions. She goes, "Please fill out this survey for me." And you would understand it because you have been trying your best to learn Thieves' Cant. This is a
Right.
coded survey.
Right. Okay.
And she goes, "Once you fill out the survey, the item is yours."
Of course. I suppose I'll step away for a moment to fill out the survey myself.
Okay. So, what do you put on the survey? Like, is the better question. Like, what do you put in as your knowledge for the Feywild? That will come in hand. Because that's going to come up later.
Are there just like in general?
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
asking you what you're willing to put on there for based on your
oh,
experiences. Like, what are
yeah,
you
yeah,
willing
yeah.
to put on this on as your information?
Whatever they ask, really. I'm not gonna be super stingy with this information, I think. I think this is a worthwhile item enough that I uh
Okay.
am not going to be incredibly stingy with my information. Maybe
Uh,
some stuff like Visper's specific family situation stuff, things like that.
so you're gonna keep like Lumi's like the royal family out of it.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
and
So
solutions to puzzles and such.
okay, wonderful. So you put in. I'm going to say that you put in the information. A comprehensive knowledge of Elvish is recommended before entering the Feywild.
Yeah,
Um,
Elvish and Sylvan are the two primary languages to know.
yeah. And it asks what is like the what is the primary military force like? So do you add information about what the military force is like in the Feywild?
I'll give a like very light description. Violet didn't get a super good look at the military force anyway,
Fair.
but I'm not going to give all the details either.
Okay, wonderful. And then the next thing is uh, what sort of arcane secrets did you happen to glean or reveal during your journey into the Feywild, if any?
Arcane secrets.
Basically, what kind of magic did you witness outside of what is typically known by people of the material plane? Like people know wild magic is predominant in the Feywild, but people want to know like what kind of effects uh, that could occur while in the Feywild. What sort of creatures, what sort of spells do these creatures use? That sort of thing. So basically, what kind of
Yeah.
magic did you witness while in the Feywild?
I'll write stuff down about the time dilation.
Okay. So yeah, that takes you maybe no more than like 5-10 minutes because you're just going back through your last 2 weeks of adventure,
Yeah.
processing it all, and you're like, yeah, that sounds about what happened. I think that's correct. No, I definitely remember this part.
Mhm.
Yeah, so but after like 10 minutes of just filling out the survey, you slide the paper over, and then she clicks the box and she slides it over to you, and then she speaks up and she goes, "The merchant princess, thank you for your contribution, dear."
Of course.
And then she simply waves her hand so that way you can leave and the next person can come in line.
Great. Which means I now have my fun mask.
You now have your poisoner's mask, yes. And I gave you enough filters so I'll give you 4 additional filters.
4 filters. Okay.
Yeah, so aside from the one that's already plugged in, you have effectively 5 faceplate filters.
Okay,
in
I'm
total.
probably gonna move that to my component patch, just for the sake of it. Add item, add custom item filter.
Okay. Who else wanted to go shopping?
I do.
Okay, Visper. What would you like to go looking for?
A new pet.
This is going to be fun. Roll an investigation check for me.
All
How is it that
right.
every campaign I host, there's somebody who wants a pet?
I mean, if it
I
wasn't
got
her,
a
it was going to be me.
21.
Fair enough.
Got a 21.
Hmm. All right. So Visper, 20 years old, strutting your shit. You are walking along. You get a few glances from various passerbys, some men, some women, um, some that you can't determine. Um, but as you're walking by, you see all these large caged animals. And then at least the ones that look dangerous. And then you see like a stable of animals of various degrees. You see a riding beetle that you saw once before. You see sunstriders, which are the geckos you guys used to travel across the sands at one point. But you don't see any small creatures. These look to be
Gotcha.
mostly like mounts.
All right. I can settle for that.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so is there any particular kind of mount you're looking for, or do you just want me to like give you a list and see what sounds cool?
Just give me a list and see what sounds cool.
All right, cool. So you obviously have the riding scarabs, which were at that stable. They look just basically like scarabs, but they're the size of a horse.
Mhm.
They have a saddle that sits just above. That just sits like just below their head, but just above where their elytra, their wings, or at least the carapace above their wings would open up to allow them to fly. That's where you would seat. They normally sit one person, but they are pretty fast because they are flyers. You then have the sunstriders, which are those large horse-sized geckos that you guys, geckos that you guys had. The ones that have a frill to absorb sunlight, and then they stand up and they run, going about 90 feet per second.
Mhm.
Then you have a. You're making me come up with shit on the fly because I didn't expect this to be a thing. You have a Sunhawk, which is the titular name of Scorb's platoon. These are hawks that these are desert hawks that are bred here in Abu Kunasta. They are considered large creatures, so they can support one rider. And you have seen these multiple times. They fly all over Blasvatan. Like you have seen them flying around Blasvatan.
Ooh.
So there's that. And then the last one that should not be a mount, but is a mount because I think it's funny. You see a bullet or a land shark that has been caged.
Oh. Okay, that is cool.
Yeah, those are the things that almost killed you on your desert journey once.
But I mean, I can tame one.
Sure.
Yeah, I want it. I want that one.
Of course she does. All right.
Okay.
This can't go wrong.
Nothing ever goes wrong for Visper.
No, nothing at
Yep,
all.
I reward.
I'm just going to pull up the bullets stats real fast so that way I know what I'm doing.
Wait, I stepped away for a second. What's she getting?
She's getting a bullet. the land shark.
Oh no.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my world.
You
Okay.
did this. You did this, Akaon.
I know. I know.
You gave it to her.
Okay, so now I have to. Alright, so here's the thing. I now have to calculate the gold value of a bullet. So, 1 minute. Can I interest you in a sandsteel from Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild?
That's basically it. Yeah.
It's basically the same thing as a bullet, but it won't try to eat you.
I can tame it.
Actually, I kind
I
of
can
believe her.
I kind of believe her too, which is the bad thing. I
got charisma.
got charisma. Cool. Well, I have to calculate the value of a bullet compared to the other 3 that I presented to you. It's gonna be a minute. Give me
I guess
some-
while you're
That's
doing
alright.
that, if Millennia is not gonna go shopping, Squarb's gonna do a bit of a meander, just kind of talk to the folks around and mingle.
Yeah, you guys can certainly do that. Ember, was there anything you wanted to do while I'm calculating the value of a fucking land shark?
I'ma just hang out with Squarb.
Cool.
Squarb on a
leave that-
quest to find God. So
Squarb out there to find God or a therapist, whichever happens first.
yeah, no, that's a little bit what he's actually doing. Because the last months have been a lot for him. He's not like literally looking for God, but like just kind of looking for people who might be willing to like offer just something to take the edge off.
Mm-hmm.
Not drugs, obviously, but
Well, that's 1 out of 3 options I can't give you now.
Violet might be able to help with that. Just
with the drugs.
yeah.
I don't know that Squarb's CO would like him doing drugs.
Let's...
Violet
Said he
would
has to
like.
know.
God damn it! Now I gotta calculate the. Now I gotta figure out what the value of a fucking horse is by comparison.
I think horses actually do have a value listed in the handbook.
They do. I'm just annoyed that I have to do it.
You didn't have to.
I am now. Wait, what am I doing using D&D? I have the physical book. I'll be right back. You guys roleplay.
Roleplay. Immediately, everybody just giggles. So, who do you like?
Well, Squarb, who is it then? You just gave yourself away. Who do you like, Squarb? Who do you got a crush on?
I mean, that 100% was not in character.
I don't believe
Oh
it.
gosh.
If you're actually asking, though, nobody? I have so much work to do. I would not want anybody other than me tied up in this life. Ugh. I'm fortunate to have the partners I do at the office, cause ooh-wee.
That's an oddly pessimistic way of looking at things. You never know when you can meet someone.
Look, unless I'm going to meet some equivalent of, oh gosh, I can't remember the character's name. I read these little like pamphlet books all the time that have these cute little characters in them, and some of them are into like being thieves and stuff. And if I meet a phantom thief who steals my heart, that'll be the day.
Sorry, Persona 4 music was playing in my head, and I lost train of thought for a moment.
Why 4?
Persona 5.
Persona
5
yeah.
is the
Because
Phantom
I've been
Thieves.
waiting because I've been watching the synopsis videos of every Persona game, and I stopped on Persona 4.
To be
I've
fair,
been playing Persona 4 and God, Persona
Of-
4.
of
I've
the
been
Persona
playing
games,
Persona
I think
5
2 has the
Strikers.
most interesting plot.
Maybe eventually
Okay,
I'll
so
play
let's-
the first 2 Persona games, but they're
Okay, so that's
So
not bad.
different from the rest of the series that
I'm
it's
going to treat it
They're
like
also
weird.
not super accessible. The first one, at
Yeah.
the very least, but the second one is a lot better. And honestly, the writing is just so it's good. It's also the one where you fight Hitler.
Huh?
I have
Yeah,
no
you fight
idea
Hitler
of
in
any
Persona 2.
games.
Damn.
Okay, so you need
She-
a bit and bridle.
I
So...
I have no recollection of any of the Persona games except for like a 5 minute like quick synopsis of Persona 5 because I bought Persona 5 Strikers thinking it was Persona 5.
Oh
then
no, you got the
no.
sequel.
Yes. And I watched a 5 minute video explaining the whole story of Persona 5.
5 minutes is not enough.
Persona 5 is really good even if you already know the story though, I think. I think it's really fun to experience yourself.
So I'm gonna set the price of
Except
this
it is Persona, which means
that.
There
it's
are
Persona.
issues.
I might have to
ask.
the game.
I'm gonna have to ask the dumbest question I'm gonna ask today. Are you planning on using it as a mount, or are you planning on using it as a pet?
Dang. I guess pet.
Okay. The thing I need to ask, the reason why I'm asking this is because I have to determine whether or not I need to make a stat block for your monster.
It sounds like no.
Can I do both?
Yeah, it's a baby one. It's too small.
Cat, I love you, but now's the time, hon. Go on. Go lay down. Go on. I mean, yes, you can technically do both, but it'll just increase the cost because you have to buy the equipment to ride
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have enough.
We're about to find out. All right. Well, here's the thing. Since it is a bullet, do you want it to have a sled, or do you want to just ride it as like you would ride a horse with a bit, bridle, and saddle?
Just ride it as you would a horse.
Okay. So that's going to be an additional. I'll say, because it's an exotic creature, I'll double the price on that. So
There's no way she has enough money.
it's going to be for that.
I hope I do.
You have quite a bit of money.
This
mean,
thing is
she's
going to
a
be like
princess.
2,000 gold.
No.
She is
Well,
a princess. She's not
Well, I am
poor.
Well, here's the thing. I'm comparing it to the player's handbook mounts and other animals, finding something of an exotic nature, which I found. So I took that as the comparable price. And then I just doubled the value of the bit and bridle since she's only going to be using it as a mount. So that's going to increase the cost of that. And then this is just to buy the creature. I'm not even considering the cost that it will take to feed this thing.
We didn't do that with the gecko.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
gecko
no.
is a much smaller creature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he
gecko
just
is a
ate
much
the
smaller
snacks I
creature
had.
and is capable of eating its own tail.
Also, Vesper kept putting snacks into the pouch. So,
Yeah, snacks.
Yeah.
Biscuits and snack cakes are not going to feed a bullet. All right,
I'll try.
All right, question. Do you
Mhm.
also want it to have saddlebags or anything like that? Mind you, this thing's movement speed can be on land or underground, so I'm going to ask
Burrow
you
speed.
Yeah, so you may lose some items when it tries to burrow. So do you want saddlebags or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
Hmm.
So all right, cool. So feed per day is that's for a horse. That's definitely for a horse. There's no fucking way in hell it's not. So I'm going to increase that
Once.
value from copper to from copper to silver. So let's say that's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. All right. So in total, if you want this bullet with a mount, with a bit and bridle, 204 gold up front.
Really? Okay.
204 gold up front.
All right, I'll do that.
Shit, I
don't
can
know.
afford that.
Violet has like 600 gold.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
204
800
gold.
something.
So yeah, that's 204 gold for the bit and bridle and the bullet itself. Now, in order to feed this creature per day, I'm converting the cost of the feed from the book into a higher cost because it's an exotic animal and it's specifically a carnivore. So I'm going to say this is going to be. Let's see. Actually, let me look at something here. Lifestyle expenses. Let's see. What's the typical meal per day? Let's increase that value by 3 to make it. Okay, that's not too bad. Alrighty. Well, we'll take into consideration your lifestyle, and we'll put it at, say. Let's see. To keep this thing content, let's say 8 gold per day. Of just
That's-
Alright.
food.
That's super doable.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, and then for stable costs, that's going to vary based on whether or not somebody's even willing to take a bullet. Otherwise, you'll have
That's
to
a good
stable-
point.
So stable costs will vary. I will say your stable costs will vary anywhere from about 50 gold to 150 gold for
Ooh.
the purposes
Not
of
bad.
for the purposes of survival. So that is going to be the range in which you can stable the monster. The cost of per day. So costs to feed per day.
Hey, Visper, just a reminder too, we don't have like a good source of income right now.
And then the up.
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure I'm the only one amongst us, other than Ember, who has a paying job.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Hey,
can always
my-
find one.
My
when was-
labor pays.
Yes, it does pay. It's just I've had you away from your work for a very long time, and I apologize for that. But
Yeah, I think realistically only 3 of you actually have functioning jobs. Like,
I mean, I can
Like-
always find one. It shouldn't be that
You're a
hard.
princess.
Yes.
Your job is to
Ask your
exist.
parents for
That's what
money.
royalty does.
Oh yeah, true. We do have the mirror.
oh, I gotta go grab my phone. I'll be right back.
Okay.
mhm. All right, cool. So, okay, so overall, it's not too bad. I took the most expensive animal in that list that was exotic enough to match this. It was an elephant for 200 gold flat.
All right.
And then I doubled the cost of the briding, so that's 4 gold instead of 2 gold. That's for the bit and bridle, so that way it fits the bullet. It's reinforced, so that way if the bullet bites down on the bit and bridle, it won't snap underneath the sheer bite force this thing produces. Let's see here. It costs about 8 gold to feed this thing per day, which seems reasonable in my book. These things are large creatures that require large amounts of food in order to maintain its balanced diet, or in order to maintain its diet. And then you will, in order to stable this creature, you need to pay at least a minimum of 50 gold to about as high as 150 gold, depending on the stable.
Make
All
sure you
right.
write all that
What's
down.
the total?
I have it written down, so.
Okay.
204 down payment. So
All right.
that's your current cost.
All right, now that I've live calculated the value of a bullet,
Bullet.
Lovely.
I effectively just gave her a chain chomp with legs.
Nice.
Nom 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 nom.
Amazing.
Cool. Now I have to calculate animal handling DCs.
Oh. Have
But
fun.
congratulations, Visper. You are now the proud owner of a brand new, freshly caught bullet.
Congratulations,
Yay!
Violet or Vesper.
Woo! Yay! I'm so happy. Now I'm really cool.
Just for size comparisons, that way we understand it. Visper stands now. What again? She stands, I think,
5'11".
parallel to
It was
5'11".
5'11".
Cool. She stands 5'11". The bullet is like 3 times her size, in just width.
Width. It's
I
real
mean-
long, isn't it?
No, they're actually kind of stubby.
Oh,
I mean like the girth of this thing, because it's a carnivore that burrows through the sand and rock.
it's a cylinder.
It's very much so.
It's just
Um,
entirely muscle.
It pretty much is. It's mostly muscle and chitinous, like in chitinous shelling, effectively, with large claws and a large mouth. Like to truly appreciate what a bullet looks like. There are different variations of it, but they all look great. I personally, because I like using the desert variation of them and not like the hilly variation of them, I usually go for a more slick and slender sort of bullet, to kind of compensate for it. So I'm just going to quickly pull this up real fast that way you guys can see it on screen. Let me just use this, and then we'll put you in here so that way I can find it. And we'll bring this up, browse, and then we'll open that up. Okay, so I'll just put this over me so that way you guys can see it. I use this variation of the bullet for Abu Kanasta.
So an
Ooh,
ad
that's
started
cool.
the instant you
I can see it.
pulled
I
it
can
up for
probably
me.
screenshot it.
I'm
Bummer.
a friend and I'm not subbed, so I don't get to see it just yet either.
That's fine.
I'm not
But no,
subbed either, but I see it in the corner.
Oh, I didn't even get that. I've just got the full screen here. It's taken up
Just-
the whole thing.
we'll just give it a few
Oh.
seconds. Sorry.
Yeah, 48 seconds left on it.
Oh my god, do I still have it set to the... Oh yeah, I do. Oh well. It adds up over time. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but it adds up.
I like it. Looks cool.
Yay! I now have one in my possession. Woohoo!
Yeah. That's the version I use. This is I consider this one to be the desert variant. It looks like a sting lash shark, or a tail lash shark, which are these very thin, spindly sharks with a very long tail. I kind of think that makes more sense for the desert. You want to be able to slip through the sand very easily. You want to be able to burrow through stuff very easily. Where if you were to go through like rocky terrain and things of that nature, of course, as soon as
Holy
I'm looking
shit.
up bullets, yeah, that's basically what she has as a mount.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so that's the desert variation for me. How I interpret a bullet.
Nice.
Because there's the mountain and hilly version, which are the much bulkier ones you can find in the PHP. These things look like they look like rhinos if rhinos looked like dinosaurs. So yeah, so that's what I envision for Visper's bullet. Which is funny because as I was looking through, I found a bunch of images of people literally riding bullets into battle, and now I'm terrified. So I have to do animal handling stat rolls for that, and then I have to restat a bullet to be a pet. It's gonna be a bit. I get to do this over the week. I get to do this for the week.
Imagine if we have had a druid and they could awaken it.
Thank God. No druids, thank God.
Oh, that makes
So-
me sad. My favorite character I ever played was a druid.
Oh no, I didn't say druids aren't viable. I'm just saying, thank God we don't have a druid. Two very different things. All right, so I'll get around to working on this stat. What are you naming your bullet?
Bob.
Bobbit.
Bobbit.
Yeah, Bobbit. I suck at naming things.
You could have spent time thinking about it. You didn't have to come up with one right now.
I like Bobbit.
It is.
You're not beholden to a timer. Like I could hold on. You could decide on the name later.
No. The name's good, Bobbit.
Okay.
Our
Cool,
new pet.
Cool. I will work on that. And alrighty. This is a thing I have to deal with now.
More
I
things
think
to balance encounters around.
All I'm saying is that you could have said no.
You're right.
It was your choice to put it there.
I thought it would be funny that she wouldn't choose it.
Why
It's
wouldn't
Whisper.
she choose it?
Heavy
Like-
hangs the head that put its own responsibilities there.
Yeah, like, I figured if I gave her the obvious choices, the weirdest one wouldn't make sense for her to choose. But she's a newbie player, so of course she goes with the most obtuse fucking option.
Dude, straight up, it's been her go-to this whole game.
Yeah.
Figured it was been
That'd be
25
chaotic.
episodes. She pretty figured it out by now.
No,
Some of us like the
Still
weird
haven't.
stuff.
Yeah.
I just picked the bullet too.
Weird flex that you can fly and then you have a burrowing monster. Sure, but yeah, why not?
No, it's perfect. I've got the air, he's got the tunnels.
Oh my god.
We'll clear out those trenches, no problem.
Sir, they've got a tank. We've got a bullet. We'll get underneath the tank.
Statistically speaking, that is the weak spot.
Anyways, so I'll calculate Bobette's statistics later. As you all return, you see Visper gleefully walking through the oasis with a bullet behind her.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well,
Mind you, she is holding it by the reins.
You didn't.
I
thing's
did.
way too big.
Visper, where are we going to keep it?
I
With me.
love it.
You know what?
He's mine, and I
You
shall
know what?
treasure him forever.
You're a princess, you can figure it out. I
This is-
believe in you.
This thing is
Yep.
bigger than the inside of Bones.
Melly
Well,
just
I
peeks
think
out.
I forgot what it's
Or I
called.
can do it again.
Melly just peeks out from the place with Kazar and just kind of frowns and
Dead in
just
labor.
closes the tarp.
Yeah. Yeah.
How could you not be excited for that? It's huge.
That's the
I
problem.
know. Isn't
That's
he
what makes
adorable?
it great. Adorable.
Yes, I named him Bobbit.
This thing is wider than
pet it?
some streets in the city.
It'll be
I
fine.
know.
And
I can
pet
ride
it.
him too. Yes.
I'm
You
gonna
can.
pet it.
He's just so cute. I couldn't resist.
I think he's adorable.
I need you both to roll animal handling.
I got a 6.
I got a 4.
You just hear from the stall. I might have to put down a giant shark.
So, as Visper walks over with Bobette the bullet, and Ember walks over to attempt to pet the land shark. Bobette begins to thrash about. You know how like when big dogs get excited?
Yeah.
This isn't an excited thrashing. So, Visper, how physically strong are you?
Oh no.
Does
What's your
Squarb see her
strength?
starting to deal with this?
Yup. Everybody in the Oasis does.
I'm gonna run up and offer a hand.
How do I check how strong I am?
What's your strength score?
11.
Cool. So the bullet outpaces you by a large margin. You ever see those cartoons where like somebody gets like a really big pet and they kind of go hog wild and then that person is flailing about in the air connected to it with a chain or some sort?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
Visper right now.
amazing.
Whisper, it may just be too much dog for you.
It's
There's
fine.
no such thing.
There's no such thing, she says aloud.
There is no such thing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Aw,
Heavy.
Yeah, I got a
heavy
dude.
here's
Heavy
actually not
is-
a bad time for us to break, too.
Yeah, no, this is a good break point. Because I'm breaking.
No, yeah, we'll give you some time, my friend. That actually works out perfectly because my dinner just got here, so.
Wonderful. So we're going to resume. We're going to freeze time right here. We're going to do the JoJo thing. We're to be continued.
Hey!
As Visper, as Visper is flying into the air, holding onto the leash for dear life. You see Squarb rushing over, trying to help. You see a bunch of people panicking as they scatter before the bullet tries to eat them. And you see Ember, hand was reaching out for the bullet. And then just din 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 din. Yeah, so
So
that's a good spot to end it there.
perfect.
By
Real
the
quick,
way, do we level up for getting out of the Feywild? Question mark.
Yes, I was just going to mention that.
Let's go.
So before everybody leaves, if you would like to level up and just roll your hit dice, that would be great.
real quick, while I am leveling up and doing that, Frog, do you want to announce or should I?
yeah, you go ahead.
So, starting as of this Friday, Wailing Frog and I are going to be doing a collaborative stream. We're going to be playing through the full release of Dungeons and Dragons Baldur's Gate 3. And it's going to be a grand old time, an evening stream for me, first in a while. It's going to be great. Yeah. I'm going to play a wizard.
What time is that?
Oh,
That's gonna be later in the day. I don't know what time it would be starting for you, Frog. My schedule's open. It starts when Frog is free.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Please
Okay.
do.
Yep.
'Cause I
It'll
would
probably
love to be able to
around-
join.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if the timing works out.
really quick. We reroll ones, right, on the HP.
you roll ones on HP, yes.
Perfect.
Violet is getting a
Well-
little overcrowded on bonus actions here.
Well, I'll
With
see
second
y'all,
level of rogue.
I guess 2 weeks from now.
Yes, so we're also Visper is not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. She's going to be on vacation. So,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
so that's why I was like, well, this is an awkward time to stop, but not awkward enough where we can't save her ass from her own fucking monster. So, what a wonderful place to stop at. Just she's in the middle of getting ragdolled by her own pet.
Cool. I got
But I'll
max
see
HP
y'all
this level.
later. Bye bye.
Roll
Bye.
your HP, by the way, Visper.
I'll do that afterwards. I
Cool.
think I know how to do it now.
Alrighty, if you need help, just let me know and I'll help you out.
I finally got a good
Alright.
HP roll.
Bye.
I rolled max HP this level, and now I have
Bye.
82 HP.
I've got 45 HP. Let's go.
Damn.
I gotta go. I will talk to y'all later. Also, my strength is 18 now.
Nice.
Oh,
Woo.
you ASI'd?
Yeah.
Fighters. Fighter moment.
Fun, yeah.
Oh, actually, we're level 8, so everybody
Yeah.
gets an ASI
Everybody
except
gets
for
an
me.
Well, except for me.
Well, did
Oh.
you? So did you take a point? What?
right,
what
I gotta
class
go.
did you take
Bye,
a point in,
everybody.
Violet? Bye, Scorb.
Bye.
I leveled my rogue up to level
Leveled
2,
Rogue.
And
Perfect.
which means
leveled
I
my
get more
barbarian.
bonus actions. Let's go.
Nice. And then you leveled up Barbarian Millennia?
Yep.
Wonderful.
My HP is now 104.
Wow.
Oh, we're still
Alrighty.
streaming.
Yeah, we're still. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody's numbers before.
Oh,
we
you're
left,
good.
But
Yep.
that's gonna be us for here tonight. This episode will be on my YouTube channel. You can check. You can catch it up on the links down below in my about page. This should be up by midnight tomorrow, probably, or tonight. I don't know. I don't really know. I just posted at 12 a.m. the next day, so I assume it'll be there on Monday or Tuesday for sure. That's gonna be it from us, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us again, and hope you guys to see us next week. We're still gonna continue playing Dungeons & Dragons, even though we're down a player. It's not a big deal. I've done it with less. So, but yeah, I have to build a bullet. Cool. All right. I love you guys. Have fun. Bye.
Bye.